The Positive Side is presented by Burns Pest Elimination. That's right, I said eliminating. They're not controlling, they're eliminating those pesky pests with your satisfaction guaranteed. Welcome back to The Positive Side as we're backstage here at the Comerica Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. With Alice Cooper, the one thing he never forgets is where he came from, what it took to get here, when he shares his Christian faith and his goals for his solid rock foundation.
I take Alice Cooper, the character, seriously. I don't take him seriously in my daily life. I mean, I take the music, the show, everything about Alice seriously when I'm playing it. But when I'm just, going golfing, I don't even think about Alice Cooper. It doesn't even occur to me, Most of the time, people have to remind me that I'm Alice Cooper.
When you first did Christmas Pudding, did you think you'd make it to the 11th year and it would grow to be what it is today?
I always wanted the Christmas pudding to be a tradition, an Arizona tradition. 20 years from now, I want it to still be a tradition. I want it to be the Christmas show. I'll be in June in England, and somebody will say, "Who's in the pudding this year?"
Really?
And I go, "Well, I don't know." And I try to get a different group of guys every year.
That's what makes it special. You have one of the prettiest guitar players in the country.
Oriente, yeah.
But she can play.
Oh, man. She could play like that when she was 14. She's like 26 now. She could play with Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Keith Richards, anybody. You put her in there and she'll just play. But, she's a rocker. She just really gets it.
Growing up, and I hate to say that because we're pretty close. How old are you?
I'm 41. 63.
All right, I'm 55. And you know what? Being a musician, it was like, man, Alice Cooper, like that is the big deal there. And I thought, you think I could ever have something in common with him one day? So I finally got something in common with him. Knight Rider, okay? Look at this, Knight Rider.
That's
See
right.
that? That's unbelievable. You know what's great? As a Christian man, you and Cheryl aren't afraid to let people know who you are.
No.
And I really respect you for that.
Well, I've got nothing to hide there. I mean, I'm proud of it. In fact, when people say, "Are you a Christian?" I go, "Boy, I sure try to be," because it's not the easiest thing in the world. To live up to actually being a Christian is
it's a day-to-day job, isn't it?
It's a day-to-day, every day. And I'm in a business that doesn't necessarily promote that.
Sure.
But, I tell people, I said, being a Christian is something that's a one-on-one relationship.
Right.
I said, and it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that I can't be a rock and roll singer. Absolutely. It doesn't say it. In fact, it says if you're going to do it great, because you're representing, So, I study every day, and I have my whole world, my boundaries of where I will go, where I won't go,
The right people to take care of. In a movie with Johnny Depp, you were nice enough to give him some Knight Rider.
Yeah.
He showed up on the front cover of Vanity Fair. I bet you that blew your mind.
Well, everybody in the cast, I all got them something from Knight Rider.
Sure.
I got Michelle Pfeiffer a bracelet, I think, and I got Helen Bonham Carter something, and everybody, and I just picked out things that I thought they would like. And the next thing I know, he's wearing it on the cover, and I looked at it and went, "Oh, that's great."
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something obviously they love. And to top it off, you have this rare belt buckle that they actually took your coat and cut it out in order to fit it.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like that
They
before.
made two of them, actually. They made, the very first one was 10 years ago. The one I've worn on stage every time for 10 years. And then they made me a new one. Oh. It's a pure silver. And I mean, it's really beautiful, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How much longer will you go? Do you have a set in your mind a little bit, Alice? It just when you feel it's time.
I made this comment and it got worldwide publicity. I said, Mick Jagger's 5 years older than me. When he stops, I've got 5 more years. Because I want to at least match, his list. And I was kidding. Now everybody holds me to it. They said Mick Jagger might go to his 80, and I go, well, then I got to go to 85.
Well, I commend you for everything you've done, and the Solid Rock Foundation, to me, is really, you know, I look at you as a musician, I look at you as an entertainer, but I look at you as somebody who has set the bar high for other people to understand that the time that you give sometimes is more than just writing a check.
Well,
and to be able to educate these kids, to me, is just, it's priceless.
Well, you're never going to run out of kids in trouble. That's for one thing, you know. And if you can give them an alternative, what they've gotten right now is their history is already written. If they stay where they are, they're jail or dead, really early.
Wow.
You know, and honestly, that's not an exaggeration. Some of them get out, but you see these kids and you see them and you go, I know where that kid's going to end up, and I know if he's not dead, he's going to be in jail. Why not give him an alternative to that? You know, and I guarantee you, there's some kid out there right now on the street that doesn't even know he's a great guitar player, and he might have a natural ability. You know, you got to at least say, try it. You know,
if you missed out on Christmas pudding this year, you missed out on one big Christmas party. You know what? We don't get variety shows anymore. And this is the one time a year you can get involved with a Christmas variety show with Alice Cooper, Cheryl, and his entire family. I gotta tell you, mark it on your calendar for next year if you missed it this year.
Night Rider, now at the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall.